Photography, for me, has always been about pushing boundaries. It's about looking beyond the expected, beyond the rules, and finding beauty in the unconventional. The real magic happens when we dare to break free from the norm, to experiment, and to embrace our unique perspectives. Traditional photography rules provide a solid foundation. They are the building blocks, the grammar of visual language. But what happens when we bend those rules, twist them, even break them entirely? We open ourselves up to a world of creative possibilities. Imagine capturing the ethereal dance of light through a rain-streaked window, the blur of motion painting a story of fleeting moments. These are the moments that ignite our imagination, that challenge our perceptions and invite us to see the world anew. Unconventional photography is about capturing the essence of a feeling, a fleeting moment, a story whispered in light and shadow. It's about infusing your work with your unique perspective, your personal touch. So let's step off the beaten path, embrace the unconventional, and discover the extraordinary and the unexpected. Sharpness, clarity, perfect focus. These are often hailed as the hallmarks of a good photograph, but what about the beauty of blur, the allure of the intangible? Motion blur, often avoided, can infuse your images with a sense of dynamism and energy. Think of a speeding car, a dancer's leap, a bird taking flight. By intentionally blurring the motion, we convey a sense of speed, movement, and the passage of time. Soft focus, on the other hand, can create an ethereal, dreamlike quality. It can evoke a sense of nostalgia, romance, and wonder. Experiment with different techniques to achieve varying degrees of blur. Use a slow shutter speed to capture motion blur, or a wide aperture to create a shallow depth of field for soft focus. Don't be afraid to experiment and see how these techniques can transform your photography, adding layers of emotion and intrigue to your images. Embrace the beauty of imperfection, the poetry of motion, and the magic of the unseen. Light, the very essence of photography, holds endless creative possibilities. We are often taught to avoid harsh shadows and blown-out highlights. But what if we embrace these elements, transforming them from flaws into artistic tools? Shadows can add drama, mystery, and depth to your images. They can obscure details, creating intrigue and inviting the viewer to lean in and explore the image. Overexposure, often feared, can be used to create a sense of ethereality, lightness, and otherworldly beauty. Think of light streaming through a window, bathing a subject in a heavenly glow, or the way sunlight peeks through leaves, creating dappled patterns on the ground. Experiment with shooting directly into the sun, using shadows as design elements, or intentionally overexposing your images. Remember, the key is to use these techniques intentionally to enhance your vision, not to simply break the rules for the sake of it. Let light be your guide, your paintbrush, your storyteller. Section 4. Finding beauty in the mundane, elevating everyday subjects. Inspiration can be found in the most unexpected places. We often associate beautiful photography with exotic locations, stunning models, and extraordinary events. But what about the beauty of the everyday, the ordinary moments that often go unnoticed? Challenge yourself to find beauty in the mundane, to elevate the everyday objects and scenes around you. A crack in the pavement, a single flower pushing through concrete, the way light falls on a crumpled napkin, these can all be transformed into captivating photographs. Focus on composition, texture, light, and shadow to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Use macro photography to reveal the intricate details of a flower petal or a dewdrop. Experiment with different angles and perspectives to find new ways of seeing familiar objects. The key is to approach your subjects with fresh eyes, with a sense of curiosity and wonder. By finding beauty in the mundane, we train our eyes to see the world with greater appreciation and to discover the extraordinary in the ordinary. Section 5. The power of perspective, unique angles and vantage points. Perspective has the power to completely transform an image. We are used to seeing the world from eye level, but what happens when we shift our viewpoint? By experimenting with different angles and vantage points, we can create dynamic, unexpected, and visually arresting images. Get low to the ground and shoot upwards to emphasize height and grandeur. Climb to a high vantage point to capture a bird's eye view, revealing patterns and relationships that are not visible from below. Don't be afraid to get creative with your angles. Tilt your camera to create a sense of unease or dynamism. Shoot through objects like windows, foliage, or fences to add layers and depth to your images. Remember, photography is about capturing a moment in time from your unique perspective. By experimenting with different angles and vantage points, you can add your personal touch to your images and create truly captivating compositions. Section 6. Breaking Free. A call to experimentation and creative exploration. Photography is a journey of discovery, a constant exploration of light, composition, and perspective. Don't be afraid to break the rules, to experiment, and to find your own unique style. Embrace the unconventional, challenge your perceptions, and push the boundaries of your creativity. The most important rule in photography is that there are no rules. What matters most is that you capture images that speak to you, that reflect your vision, and that evoke emotion in your viewers. So go out there and experiment. Try new techniques, explore different genres, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's through experimentation and exploration that we grow as photographers and discover our true creative potential. Photography is a language, and like any language, it is meant to be played with, bent, and broken to create something new and beautiful. So embrace the freedom of creativity, unleash your imagination, and let your camera be your guide as you explore the boundless world of unconventional photography.